pressure on you when they pay something like that for you.
Just today.
It's just today's.
West Ham's tenure as a top flight club is over. Wolves do finish bottom. Burnley finished 19th.
I think it's somewhere in September.
Ahead of a championship campaign where both will hope to bounce back. The promotion is official. Lincoln City will be in the championship next season. What a story!
Yeah, Anderson will be becoming the most expensive
have been
player.
expelled from the playoff final, and Middlesbrough will be taking their place.
Charlie Green is going to do it. From
I
Anderson.
mean, look at Southampton. They only wanted 75 million for Van Dijk because they didn't want Harry Maguire being the most expensive defender ever. I mean, it's just greediness. Like Van Dijk's worth 75 million.
Yes, what a set of stories we had throughout the divisions last season. It all sets up
No one
a
get to
new
enjoy
campaign across the
vitamin.
EFL. The fixtures for the Championship,
Get
League One
gonna
and
be
League
a lot of bloody
Two,
fighting going on between
What's
pretty
the
much
it's like,
West
where
Ham
else are they going to
in
replace?
just a couple of minutes, 72
West
clubs
Ham and
competing for
Millwall
these
up there.
three trophies.
Oh, it's all happening, yeah.
League Two,
It's all over the
Championship,
news.
and of course,
Sky's
League
Plus
One.
News.
Delighted to
What's
say
that say
as
to
well,
you?
the next couple of hours,
Do not believe something's happened until it's on there.
It was on Sky Sports.
No, I mean with all the things that are happening with your players. Do not believe it's happened until it's on there. It's top of episode time.
792 appearances in the EFL. Most experienced players to have done it. Welcome to you both. Luke, how much of a exciting day is this for players and managers in terms of just whetting the appetite for the new season? Yeah, I think it's every season. This is the day everyone looks forward to. You start to make your plans, and as a player, you know where your pre-season is in full throw, getting yourself ready for that first day of pre-season, and then you can start to map out what that opening few weeks looks like. So yeah, as a player, and certainly as manager, Kevin knows more than I do. It is one that we all look forward to. Kevin, surely as a manager, you've known the highs and lows of football management as well. How significant is the fixture? Because if you get something that looks favourable on paper, presumably it does give you that little bit of impetus. Whereas if it's a hard start, we know what can happen.
Yeah, I think it's always really important when you look at it. You always want to get off to a good start, so you always open that home game. You always want a home game as a starter, no matter whether you're a player or a manager. And then you just sort of start. This is where we are. Then you've got to think the logistics of where you're going to be, how you're going to be getting to them games, everything else. So yeah, really exciting then.
I'll tell you what, we'll pause there because it is noon, high noon, and we can bring you the fixtures for the Championship for the opening weekend. Wolves are relegated up against Blackburn Rovers. It is their first fixture back in the Championship under Cesar Peixoto. Bolton Wanderers, Kevin Nolan's old club, of course, back in the Championship for the first time in 7 years, up against Preston, a derby for them. Bristol City under Michael Skubala go to Millwall, who were pretty close to getting to the Premier League for the first time last season. Charlton, 19th last season, take on Derby County, who under the new setup could have been or would have been in the playoffs with that 8th place finish last season. It's Middlesbrough, of course, involved in Spygate, had the reprieve, didn't end up getting qualified against Lincoln. It is Norwich City against West Bromwich Albion. Portsmouth take on QPR. Stoke, Swansea, Sheffield United, Birmingham, Watford, Southampton, and Burnley against West Ham. Two sides relegated, of course. Burnley not under the management of Craig Bellamy, the breaking news today. West Ham sticking with Nuno Espirito Santo. And then it's Cardiff promoted from League One with that fascinating derby against Wrexham, South Wales against North Wales. League One, this is what we have for you. Nottingham County up against Leicester. That's Leicester's first game back in the division, of course, under Russell Martin. Oxford United relegated last season against promoted MK Dons. Reading begin against Luton Town. Barnsley, Bromley, Andy Woodman leading them Bromley to this level for the first time. Blackpool take on Michael Dutton. Wickham, Bradford against Peterborough. Burton Stevenage. Wigan go to promoted Cambridge United. Huddersfield against AFC Wimbledon. While Leighton Orient face Sheffield Wednesday, of course, with relegation, all that optimism around Wednesday and the new ownership and hopefully new investment in the club. Mansfield against Doncaster, and then Plymouth take on Stockport, who just missed out on promotion, of course, against Bolton in the playoff final. And League Two, this is how they begin. Is Newport up against Rochdale, who had that epic season, fully in charge back at the club. Freedom of the town of Cheltenham take on Rotherham. Chesterfield beat Fleetwood. Crewe go to Crawley. Gillingham Walsall. Exeter travel to Grimsby. Northampton Town. Kevin's old club. Relegated take on Ian Holloway. Swindon, who just outside the playoffs last season. Tranmere beat Shrewsbury. And then it's York, who won the National League with that 100 or with that 13th minute of stoppage time equalised against Rochdale in the final season. They begin against Bristol Rovers, will be hoping to do top half this time around. And you can see this new our fixtures page, where you can find everything you want to know about your club schedule.
Who asked you?
As well.
I know.
So, of course, you will have known that West Ham in the Championship for the first time since 2012. They started as bookies' favourites for the title. Let's head to the London Stadium. We'll speak to our reporter, Chris Reedy, who's waiting there for us. Now, Chris, we've got the first six for West Ham United, of course, up against Burnley on the opening weekend. How will they view these fixtures? Because we're just talking to Luke and Kevin in the studio about momentum and the importance of a good start. Yeah, Teddy, look, I think, as Kevin said, you always want a home fixture first, wouldn't you? But to be fair, look, in terms of West Ham's record against Burnley last season, they won both of their games. one of the only West Ham fans, right, to take that concert today here. So we haven't managed to bump into too many West Ham fans, but there was one there. He's not going to see them first at home. He's going to have to go to Burnley if he wants to see West Ham in action. But look, for the rest of those fixtures, if that man wants to see his team at home, Charlton is the first home game of the season for West Ham. They don't have to travel too far for the next game, Watford, so a couple of London derbies for them. Then we get into Wolves as their fourth game. They lost and won against Wolves last season, but the last time they played here at the London Stadium, that was a 4-0. Then we get into proper EFL, proper Championship stuff. 2 games in 4 days, home to Derby, and then the Kevin Nolan derby away to Bolton. So look, I think West Ham will be happy with those fixtures. It's a good chance to get some momentum playing one of the favourites, Burnley. But you know how we do sort of when we do our golf graphics, we have the selected fixtures. I have to mention Millwall. We really should have a couple of selected fixtures there for West Ham. Millwall are going to be playing West Ham at the 19th of September, and then I think it's going to be Millwall's first ever trip to London Stadium. That's going to be on 20th of February as well. A couple of I know, well, West Ham fans and Millwall fans will be looking specifically for today, Teddy. Yeah, well, Millwall might fancy that home game in September, not given their season last season. I'm so lucky to not get promoted. Nuno Espirito Santo is staying at the club. We know that, don't we, Chris? But Mateus Fernandes, Jared Bowen, a lot of interest around them. You're going to be covering transfers over the summer, I'm sure, with West Ham in mind. How much change is there going to be, do you feel, to that squad? Yeah, there'll be a lot of change. It's really difficult to see a situation, I feel, where Mateus Fernandes stays at West Ham, just because there's so much interest in such big teams in for him. We know Tottenham now entered the race to sign Fernandes, looking at Sandro Tonali, aren't they? But we reported on Sky Sports News yesterday they're considering a bid of £85 million for Fernandes. I think West Ham would find that extremely hard to turn down. We know Manchester United also have a long-term interest in Fernandes. I think the interesting one is going to be Jared Bowen, because we know that his heart is here. We know his heart is at London Stadium. We know his heart to get West Ham up at the first time of asking. But if the Champions League Cup comes in for Jared Bowen, is he going to be able to turn that down? Are West Ham going to be able to turn down that kind of money? You would think that in terms of the money, is it worth keeping Jared Bowen anyway, even if they get a fantastic offer? Because we know he tear up the Championship every year. He's the best in the Premier League. So is it worth keeping someone like Bowen, who knows the Championship, knows English football, knows this club, he knows what it takes to get out of the league, be so consistent? But it's just going to be all of those kind of scenarios that I've mentioned on his part, on West Ham's part as well. And I do have to mention one other player as well, and that is Crysencio Somerville, who played on the other side of the wing to Bowen. In such good form at the World Cup, hasn't he? And such good form here, to be fair, at the London Stadium. So if West Ham were to get an offer for him, would that also, you feel that might be quite hard to turn down? And also for him himself, players don't often have an amazing World Cup and then return to play in the Championship. So you ask the question, do I think it's going to be a busy time here at West Ham? I think it will. They've got to get a new director of football. All the issues with the ownership of the club isn't there, with Daniel Kuzinski taking over the Don shares. We don't know what's going to happen with David Sullivan's shares as well. So there's so much West Ham to sort off the pitch. There's so much for them to sort out at forward level, so much for them to sort out transfer-wise. But at least now their fans know exactly who they're going to be playing and what the Championship season entails for them, Teddy. Yeah, begins that trip to Turf War. Chris Reedy live at London Stadium. Thank you very much for now. Yeah, a lot of uncertainty, as Chris is saying there, Kevin, about your old club, West Ham. With all that in mind, do you still make them worthy title favourites?
I think if we manage to keep all of them, then yeah, you I think that's
Kept spraying here.
Yeah, but look, it's going to be an interesting few weeks, you know, before the season starts. And I think the biggest thing for West Ham is the people who are going to take over now. They've got to get they'll get together. They've got to then decide whether is it Fernandes who goes, as Jared Bowen asked if he would like to go. That
Seems to be still out in the prison, eh?
Conversation with Fernandes, with Somerville, because you need to know if these lads want to go, want to stay in the Premier League. Because if that's so, then you've got to start making obviously other plans to make sure that you're ready for them leaving the club and then getting somebody in. So I think that's probably the biggest thing for them, even with what's going on.
How delicate for Bowen at 29 though? Obviously loves the club captain, but that's a big age.
Yeah, and I think with Jared, look, he's a great lad. I love working with him. I think he's come on, every season in the Premier League, he's got better and better. I think he should have probably went to the World Cup, in my opinion. But it's whether he's got them international ambitions again, or whether he thinks, you know what, this is my club now, and I want to get it back up. You know, it's similar to when I was at Newcastle. I left Newcastle to come to West Ham in the Championship because I wanted to get West Ham back into the Premier League. Because I wanted to work with Sam Allardyce again, and that's what Jared's got to decide. Does he want to stay in the Premier League, leave the club where he's so fondly known, or does he want to now think, no, I've got to have a little bit of selfishness about it. I've got to get back into the Premier League because I want to get back into that England squad.
And how important, Luke, whatever happens with the key players, that they replace them quickly, even when they do leave. I know the World Cup maybe affects it a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's been so much uncertainty at West Ham over the last few years. Lots of changes of managers, personnel always changing. And when they get someone who comes in like Somerville and you've got Bowen, who's had such an impact, if they do leave the club, they have to do that very, very quickly, because we're talking about when the season kicks off. 14th weekend of August. That will be here in a flash. So you have to get them players bedded in, understanding the way that Nuno wants them to play. And so if they do take that money, which is going to be a lot of money on offer for the three players that we're just talking about, so I think if they have that ambition to reinvest that into the squad, then I think they'll really remain favourite.
They've got to give Nuno the time. That's the biggest thing. They've got to give Nuno the time to be able to get his targets in, and then be able to embed them to be ready for that first game. Because you can never ever just say, oh yeah, it's going to be easy. You've got to win your first few games to pull a stadium up.
I'll tell you what, getting ready for games. What about West Ham getting ready to face Millwall then? First time in more than 14 years since rivalry resumed this Christmas against September the 19th. I think it's the Den to kick off, isn't it? How much does that one mean to both sets? I know you got mixed memories of this one, haven't you?
No, look, it's fantastic start to play. I mean, it's one of the, it was a, I thought it was my partner. I actually still don't think it's a red card, if I'm honest, but no, look, it's a look, you can see it took the ball and
So it's number 4, was it,
yeah, Tony actually played for me, or he played it on him. He said, yeah, I did fake a little bit, I did cry a little bit. No, look, we managed to win that game 2-1. Look, it's a fierce derby, it's a fierce rivalry. I just don't, that the fans do it in a respectful way. It's going to be good for them going to the London Stadium to see them coming to the London Stadium as well. So
even with people's numbers today,
what West Ham
that's not
will do,
having
we've got
numbers.
to get off to a good start. And then, September
He's the one that used to get red card.
I'm sure we'll see a bit of fighting.
That's before, was he? When they were still at Hart Lane.
Yeah, I think they're everyone's
Why haven't
surprise
now?
package last
Because
season, but they
that's where they
continue
used to
to
play before the change.
sort of fight against the
Before
odds
the
all season. I don't think they had a
we can
massive
go
budget,
on the
but
roof.
absolutely the job that they've done there in the year he has in the Championship. I wouldn't bet against them to be right up there again, competing where they want to be. They've progressed as a football club year after year at the moment, and I think they'll be another surprise package. And again, they've got some big sides in the Championship, but they'll be certainly someone that will go under the radar and be ready for it.
Yeah, Alex and I both at the same time as well. Let's look at what places the other two relegated sides, Wolves and Burnley. Wolves at first 6 in terms of fixtures. Wolves against Blackburn to kick off, and then we'll go full frame on this thing and show you this at home so you can see it fully clearly. Blackburn at home, Preston Wolves and Cesar
Well, it has to be
Bishop.
another
A
derby, won't
big
there?
start for him, isn't it?
Portsmouth and
It is.
Southampton are
They'll
playing.
be delighted they've got that home game on the opening day of the season on Friday night. What a big chance for them against Blackburn. Blackburn have definitely improved towards the back end of last season, but they'll again have
Tony Mowbray
aspirations.
coming in.
Exactly, which is a big positive for them and a club that he knows so well. But from a Wolves perspective, that's a tough opening 6 games for.
How fun
Yeah,
would it be if
we'll talk about
Lincoln
the
gone
next
up
20 games. They're
to
all
the
going to be
Premier
tough, and I
League?
think that'll be a real baptism for Wolves to really open the season with that game against Blackburn.
We know who's going to Burnley going
But
to play.
you go
We'll
up.
show it to you now. We don't know
I
who's going to be
meant
managing
if
them. I just wonder if that's the biggest problem
do the
facing Burnley
double
at the moment as they prepare for
and
that
had to
game
go
against
to
West Ham United
Premier
on
League,
August
how
the
good
16th.
would the
Yeah, and
real
obviously we're
winner?
all led to believe at one point that
They
it was
could
going to be
just
Craig
have
Bellamy,
the
but
Premier
you know,
League.
obviously today you've been voted that it's not going to be him. So yeah, look, that's
If they
again,
do so
that's
well,
something which needs to be
this
sorted quite
hard
quickly because
division.
they've got to give them time to be able to, you know, because everyone's going back to in the next week is pre-season starting, and everyone's going back, so they're going to need someone in place to be able to get hold of the squad and start putting their.
Nearly 2 months has gone past left.
Yeah, and I find that incredible. I think it's quite an unusual thing to see, isn't it? Normally when a manager leaves, within a week or two, we have a new manager in place or a coach. So yeah, it's been very strange. It looked like we wanted Craig Bellamy, so we put all the eggs in one basket, and it hasn't worked out. So hopefully they've got a plan B.
What do you think about the relegated sides broadly, Luke? Who do you think has got the best chance of getting straight back up? Burnley have been doing it, haven't they, since 2022? But there has been this flux, and maybe some people might say, actually, with Scott Parker in charge, I'd back them.
Absolutely, I think that's the key point, Terry. I think if you've got Scott Parker in charge still, I think they've got a much better chance than they currently sit now. I look at that first 6 games for them, that's a real tough ask. I think that you look at Norwich were one of the best top sides from Christmas onwards in the Championship. They've got them in the first 6. Birmingham are going to come strong again. So it's one for me that if they don't start quickly, especially with the new manager and how long that takes, it's going to be difficult for them. But I can't really look past West Ham at the moment because, again, if they keep that squad together, I think they're going to have a massive chance. But ultimately, if they end up selling those players, they're going to have a bit more money to spend to then even strengthen even further.
Big conversations for Nuno's having in the coming weeks, isn't there, I suppose, and the rest of the board. Thank you very much for now, James. Let's get to Southampton because they're a playoff final away from being in the Premier League, of course, before they're thrown out over the Spygate incident. They'll start the new season on -4 points, and we can head to St Mary's now and speak to Jeremy Langdon. Jeremy, good afternoon to you. We saw one of the Southampton squad, not sure if we'll get in trouble for this, on social media saying the Middlesbrough game is the one they're looking out for the most. Maybe it's tongue-in-cheek, but how long do they have to wait for that showdown?
Well, it's not at the start of the season, but obviously these games seem like they're the hottest ticket in the Championship this season after Spygate. And Borough are back at St Mary's on the 28th of November. Remember that when they were last here on May the 11th, Southampton knocked them out of the playoffs. But then they were expelled for spying on Borough and 2 other Championship teams, given a 4-point deduction. And Borough and Southampton now are real rivals, aren't they, in this Championship season? Borough certainly with an axe to grind. And Southampton fans too, thinking that they should have been at Wembley for that playoff final. So Borough back at St Mary's on the 28th of November, and then Southampton going to the Riverside on the 13th of March. And I imagine the atmosphere there is going to be absolutely off the scale because those Borough fans are going to be gunning for Southampton when they go north.
They absolutely are. They start the season, as mentioned, with that 4-point deduction, Jeremy. So they'll be hoping for a quick start to overturn that. And Spygate aside, they'll be looking to continue that form from last season because it was sensational.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's if Tom Record is still in charge. Of course, he came out and apologised after Spygate. Drago Solak, the owner, said, I'm not going to sack him. But the fact remains, the FA could still ban Tom Record. Will he be in charge for the new season? If he is suspended, are Southampton going to appoint an interim? Are they going to replace him? Are they going to sack him? These are the questions for Southampton fans and their players going into the new season. Their new season will start on Sunday the 16th of August. It's a lunchtime game away at Watford. Then they have 2 games here at St Mary's, Stoke and Millwall on the 22nd and the 29th of August. They're on the road in Birmingham on September the 1st. That's a night game at St Andrews. And then newly promoted Lincoln as well. Southampton on the road there on the 5th of September. And then it's Swansea at home to complete their first 6 fixtures. But as I say, if Tom Record is still in charge for those games, that is a big question.
Okay, well, let's assume he's going to be there for now. A couple of starving matches.
It's good for coffee,
He
yeah.
can't go shopping with his wife in Portsmouth because of the rivalry between the two sides. So when are they up against Pompey? Because that is going to be a huge local rivalry game, aren't they? 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. Those games games last season were epic. They were both draws, 0-0 here at St Mary's. Then the game at Fratton was 1-1. But an absolute bear pit atmosphere at Fratton Park. And it's going to be that again this season with probably fans rubbing the Saints fans' noses into it after Spygate. The first match actually here at St Mary's on the 10th of October. So Pompey Saints, 10th of October here. And then back to Fratton, 27th of February. Quite a wait for that one. But I would guess it's going to be worth the wait because that atmosphere at Fratton Park will be something else for that game.
Certainly will. Jeremy Langdon, thanks very much for now. Live outside St Mary's for us. So, gentlemen, Kevin, we've got the extended or expanded playoffs this season. Goes down to 8th place. Does that work in Southampton's favour, or assuming Tondereck's still there, will he look at the form back end of the season and say, actually, we should be vying for matches?
Well, I think obviously since he took over, he's done a job in the games and
Don't bother going to Grimsby on the 15th of August.
So you know,
Why? Because I like
hats off
so.
to them. You know, a lot of that was due to the Spygate. I don't know, but you know, when you look at it from that point of view, it was a great run for what they were on. I think what it does is it brings in a lot of other teams, doesn't it? Because you know, sometimes when you're in that championship and you're looking at it, and you may be in that 10th to 12th position, you're looking at it and thinking, well, actually, it might not work in our favour, you know. But because you've got it down to the 8th now, these teams like Southampton, who are going to start on -4, they'll be thinking, right, we've got a right shot at making sure that we get to a playoff position. So they've just got to start how they ended last season. Forget everything else, and they'll have a real good chance of making that top 8.
The playoff win over Borough over the 2 legs, Luke. 22 games unbeaten in the Championship. Is that why they stuck by Tondereck despite all the Spygate stuff, and ultimately they'll back themselves to contend again?
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever know how far and how many advantages they gained from that. But I think as a club, Southampton said they're not going to sack him, so they're behind him. He's in a place where the players are playing for him. I think once they get going again in pre-season and try and put all those disappointments that they've had to suffer over the summer to bed, and they'll be moving in the right direction. But I think definitely back to the original point of, like, if they are starting at -4 with those extra 2 places of the playoffs now, that'll give them that extra belief that if they can make a really bright start and continue where they've left off at the end of last season, they'll have a great chance.
Yeah, I think over 46 games should make it back quickly, can't you? Let's talk about Middlesbrough. Looked good for automatic promotion for a long time last season. Ended up in the playoffs, and the Spygate affair unfolded. They lost the playoff fight after agreeing some Carl. Kevin, you see how draining that whole episode was for them. Do you think it's going to be any kind of hangover, or are they going to be fired up? How would you look at that situation?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
think
it's
the first time I've won them both, and I
Keegan.
remember, you know,
This is disappointing, but he's not near the
I
one.
shouldn't be here.
so young, I was just so happy with getting up. In the second one, you could see how much of a way the Blackpool players with what's happening, the way it's gone now. I think
There's 2 whiskey taking in case there's no
right,
trainers to bring it back.
again after
I don't think parents really want to drive all the way to London to pick you all up.
to get there and then not just get over that line at the last hurdle is a massive for them now to sort of start well and sort of put a marker down to say, yeah, we're going to go again and we're the winning this season.
Yeah, emotion is mixed, wasn't it, Luke? They were in the automatic spots for a long time. How do you see them this season? Are they going to contend again, or is it going to be hard to pick themselves?
That's a really intriguing one for me. I think I'm going to be keeping a close eye on Middlesbrough because I think towards the back end of the season they had second position all but wrapped up and for a long time. I think they took the most time inside the top 2 the whole season, and then the season just seemed to peter out. Losing Hayden Hackney to injury was a massive blow for them. Whether they can hang on to him now over the summer is going to be another big conversation. Certainly being linked with Premier League moves because he was by far and away the best player in the league in terms of how it affected the team. So it's going to be a little bit of a transition, I think, for
with a
Middlesbrough.
cheeseburger
Oh, fantastic, that's great news.
with a side.
We're speaking live, by the way, to the middle of the
Side.
Elbow in
What do you think you are, a diner?
A side dish.
plenty of big names
Side
in the
dish.
Championship.
I believe
Few
you
names
said
coming into
side
League One
dish.
as well. We'll assess Leicester.
What's your side dish?
Manager Justin Martin next.
Side dish.
What side should go with chicken cheeseburger and chips? What side?
I can't imagine any sides that would go with that you would eat.
I'm asking you.
I don't know what we have. It also depends on what we having. Do you want what we are just in? Have we got a box? Have we still got 2 in the box? Did you get 4 in the box, or did you go cheap and get 1 with 2?
It's too late for you then.
Okay, got that one. Oh.
You can eat them now. Got the Grimsby for 1:53, so what do you get? About 42, I think.
You got an appointment?
I've got to be in Grimsby for 1:03.
For what?
Yeah, for an appointment, yeah. So it should be about, I don't know, 5.
Interesting.
Mm.
Why do I not hear about this place?
I think I
So
mean,
we really couldn't have made the most of it anyway.
Finally, to Bromley, what a story. 2 seasons ago, in the National League, it is promotion for Bromley. They will be playing League One
We're
football
gonna
next
say
season.
this right,
They
don't
will
I?
play 15th
I'm not
place
Friday.
just a couple of seasons ago.
Friday.
Bromley are promoted.
What if I the same dish? Because I don't know what side.
Yes, that was
I'll
something
go
that
to
moment from Burnley.
cheese
Incredible
burger.
ride for the club playing
Yeah,
League
I'll
One
do
for the
that.
very first
You look
time.
at
What will they
options
make
and
of
I'll get back to
their
you.
first 6
No,
fixtures?
it
Let me
takes
see
the
what
country.
options.
Step up like from
No,
being Premier
Not
League
just
to
thing.
League One. I think the way
Take
they're looking at
seconds.
their
You're
promotion,
Damn
right,
it.
it's just thing.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, it's Friday, what do I do on
I
Friday?
think they're going to really
Well, we
support
can't
the
now,
youth
can we,
this
because
No,
of you?
it's not Friday.
Yeah, because of
It's going to
you.
be
My
difficult.
appointment's 3 till 4, then I've got to
Away
get
again
back.
at home, well,
What
is
was
a
you go for breakfast,
difficult
but
kettle of fish
wow.
for them. But I think they're going to do okay. I think
You can
they've got a real strong squad, and they
get
know
that
how
far
they
on
want
it.
to play. They've got a real strong
Yeah,
way
but
of playing, and
you
they're
pay
not
for
going to
you
wait
pay
for
for
that
when you
to
check in, so you don't have to pay for because you do it when you check in.
No, is it? No, we added it on actually.
It's extra for free, you have to pay it.
Yeah, but you've already paid for them though when you go to reception.
It's already, it's part of the price of the holiday, Keegan.
Kate, can you stop being horrible?
Keegan,
We've never been to Great Yarmouth, have we?
Keegan, it wasn't for you, right? In just right, just say it's just us three.
Oh, here we go.
It'd be a lot cheaper because we won't be paying for a week your breakfast.
If you wanted to do that holiday,
Oh, I don't see what's wrong with it. I want to go. How long have I wanted to go?
You have to see that place in Brokey. They're 4 days away.
And this is fairground.
4 days away to the beach. What do you want? Not in here 4 days. You're out doing stuff. Get lost in the sea.
Get lost in the
don't
sea.
even.
Let's fill out the lifeboat for Charlie. They're going to get blown out to sea.
Ow!
Stop now.
Ow! You people! You sound like your father.
Oh, God, don't put sticky.
Maybe you're evil. Who knows?
Ah, Katie! Oh. Ah.
Ow.
Have you got it now?
You nearly hit your father.
I'm not.
You are.
So you're bringing me into it. Oh, man, man.
What?
Man, you're bringing me into it.
I said you nearly hit your father.
I thought you were going to say I'm so like my father.
No, he was
Actually,
nearly hitting you.
Fascinating to see how Bromley get on. There's a huge club in
They
League
look at
One.
that.
One of them, Leicester, preparing to play
You
in
can
the
wear it
fixtures
on
a
next
decade
week.
on from being crowned Premier League champions. Let's head to the King Power Stadium and we can speak to Kirsty Edwards. Good afternoon to you, Kirsty.
Okay.
A couple of
Are
seasons
you
ago,
okay?
Arsenal, Manchester
You
City,
okay, my
Probably not.
little brother? I love you.
different
That's
proposition
nice.
for Leicester now. Though the away end when they played as away games
whatever.
might be fuller than some of the home
Oh,
games.
would you like it? Would you like him to hate you?
Yeah, well, you mentioned those fixtures a couple of seasons ago, and East Midlands derby looked like Leicester against Nottingham Forest. Well, this season it's going to be Leicester City playing Notts
Listen to the
County,
side
newly
dishes.
promoted to
I've got a
League
better
One
idea
via
for
playoffs, and
lunch.
that indeed is going to be their very first
Fish and
fixture of
chips.
the new season. An away trip for Leicester
You don't like the
to
fish, I
Meadow
do.
Lane, just 50
Because
minutes down the road
there's
from
two fish.
here, and they followed that up with their first home league game of the season against another club that's pretty close to here again, just about 50 minutes
There's
down the road.
no,
Burton
there's the one I
Albion
hate.
making the first
It's
team
a
to
better
visit the King
the one
Power
I hate.
Stadium
No, you
in
don't like the one
League
that I
One.
like.
Then
You know,
a
with
really
breadcrumbs.
interesting one for Russell
And I do
Martin,
for
who
one.
is now the manager of Leicester
What's the side
City,
dish I go with
because
that?
it's a trip to MK Dons, the club where he finished his career as a player and began his career
Because it's
as
such
a
an
manager.
upbeat
That was when
style.
we first got a
No.
glimpse
You
of
want me to take a
his
second and I can
obsession
take
with
a side and go with it?
possession-based
No.
football that
No,
he
we're
still
having
played
pie.
with
I'm not
Henry
having
Guns
pie.
in League One. So
I'm not having
I
pie.
think
You
it's
should have
exactly
Not
pie
again.
confirmed that
for
with
like
Leicester City this
I don't
season.
think
It's
Dan will,
facing their
he won't
first
be
six
too happy if he has
fixtures
to
of
go
the
get.
season. They've got a couple
Because
of
then
league
because
games
he'll have to
appears
get.
it
and
He'll
will
have
take
to
a
go. What?
second quickly.
United now, of
What?
course,
What
playing
sort of pie would you get
Man
for him?
City.
Because he can't
And
have the
then it's a
pie
trip
here.
to Stockport. You mentioned
It'll take a
Bromley
second
earlier in the
quickly.
Same
season.
place
We'll
what
talk about
I had
them
last
because
time,
it's
isn't it?
really interesting to see Leicester City head to
Don't
their
forget
stadium
that
Okay.
side,
which
fish
was
and
in
chips.
2000 when Leicester City were winning the Premier League
I'm
title.
watching,
Bromley
just go
had
on
just
that,
spent
don't
their
go in any of
first
the
Thanks.
things.
season in the National League. It is amazing to think that both sides are now in the same division. They face each other on the 20th of October.
Yeah,
And
darling.
finishing the
I
season
don't know when
is
you
a
up, you
game,
don't
a
like
home
it,
game
just stop
against
playing my
Cambridge
fucking
United.
nose
And
and hair and
by
everything.
then, Leicester
And
City fans will very
I
much
can
be
just be
hoping
annoying
that
to
they
you.
can look forward
So you
to
doing it
a
again?
season back in the Championship. That will certainly be the expectations.
That certainly will be. Is that what you're feeling there? Is there an optimism that they can do this? Obviously, it's been a tumultuous couple of seasons, hasn't it? Do they feel that they can get back at the first attempt?
Well, look, the only other time Leicester City have played in the third tier was back in 2008. They were relegated. They brought in Nigel Pearson, and he took them straight back up to the Championship with ease. They will absolutely want to repeat that. There are going to be huge expectations here. There's also a big job on Russell Martin's hands and on Leicester City as a whole club. Just to sort of bring out the affections of Leicester City fans. We know that things have been really difficult over the past couple of seasons. There's been protests, there's been real anger at what fans have seen as a mismanagement off the pitch, anger at the recruitment as well over recent years. It's something that Leicester City prided themselves on. Um, Not so long ago when they were winning the title. Before that, when they unearthed gems like Jamie Vardy, they brought in players like Riyad Mahrez, they brought in players who they sold on for big money. But something's gone wrong in the past few years. There have been some hits along the way, but some real misses as well in terms of recruitment. They've got to get that right this summer if there will be optimism amongst the fans. They've got to bring in the right kind of players for League One, right kind of players to play under Russell Martin as well in the style we know he insists on playing. So a big job on his hands. He'll want to get things right on the pitch after the way things went in his last job at Rangers and indeed in his last few months at Southampton as well. That spell in the Premier League went disastrously wrong, didn't it? But he got things so right with Southampton when they were in the Championship, and Leicester fans will be hoping that that's how things work out again for him here with Leicester City in League One. We know his first league game will be away to Notts County now. It'll be really interesting to see how they start things off. And yeah, it's anything but promotion. It will be seen as failure for these Leicester fans, I'm sure.
Big season for Leicester. Thank you very much, Kirsty Edwards. It's live at the King Power Stadium. Well, Luke, we know that Russell Martin does favour that possession-based style as you're talking about there. Will he want to fight it a bit, though? Do you expect him to go down to League One after what happened at Southampton, what happened at Rangers?
I think he'll have to change a couple of bits, but he has his philosophy, and the reason why Leicester City brought him in is because they will want him to implement that and hope that he can do that very, very quickly. I think the squad that Leicester will still have will be the best squad in the league still. I think
Turn to smoke it off.
relegated from the Championship with the squad that they have, but obviously there's problems like Kirsty mentioned
Other
behind the
balls, isn't
scenes,
it?
so they need to just settle the club down very, very quickly, but they need to have a fast start to the start of the season.
Are you doing League One, Kev? Can you play out from the back, or do you need a bit of
So
variety?
you've got on social media, that's nice of you.
Yeah, I think you can play them.
Keep it, Jason. Good
I
job.
don't know who's won. Shirts. Well done it.
Oh,
I swear to God they wouldn't do it.
I think they've been after Russ for a long, long time. I think, since he was out of the job from
I do
I think
one.
they've tried to pursue him then. I think he's took it now because he will have
No,
it his
it's
way.
just they're showing the shirts. They've all changed the shirts.
To do it so that he gets the best
Come on,
opportunity.
Luke. Do that for me.
just the results will be on there.
To sort of re-show himself.
Should have found a way of actually there was. At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the season he had, what he done, the way he played, the way he got
Yeah.
off everything. I remember that.
It wasn't live though.
Everyone raved
Yeah.
about it, and then all of a sudden,
Because they're in bloody America.
so well in the Premier League.
Yeah, so it's on, that's why I showed a rerun of it tonight, and not live, because
I'm sure
obviously
he hasn't, but
now,
that's the way
well,
he wants, and he wants to sort of build that philosophy. And I
think he'll get the opportunity to do that at Leicester. And I think, I fancy them heavy favourites. It's going to be an interesting one because Notts County just around the corner.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that? You're all
Yeah, yeah.
tremendous season.
It was brilliant.
My idea.
Being around the city and it's been fantastic. It's great for the EFL.
Fish and chips
As well. Notts County
with mushy
is
peas
fantastic.
and drum roll,
I'm
please.
sure there'll be a massive part of that first
Drum roll,
game of the season. Leicester, a local derby, so
drum roll. Onion rings. Fish and chips, mushy peas and onion
Don't
rings.
eat onion rings.
it's good to
That's
see
how
that
they cook.
Notts County as well back where they sort of belong as well.
I like them.
They're going in the right direction, which is credit to the owners since they've come in. They've done a fantastic job, not only on the pitch side, but behind the scenes as well.
Great story, Notts County. One of them looking forward to the new season. Not far away from that. 60 years away from the second tier. Lincoln City are back.
They're not doing much. That's what I'm telling you.
In preparation for life back in the championship. Not the man who's got them up front. He's got Bristol looking like this for a while. We'll discuss Lincoln next and go live there.
Time for England to face the reigning champions, the ICC Women's T20 World Cup, live on Sky Sports. Catch T20's top two nations throwing everything at the smash hit series of the summer, where players and fans go all out.
Back-to-back sixes. Incredible shot.
England versus India, live on Sky Sports.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of the other key dates in the fixture list for the EFL. Those of you already planning your Christmas travel, quite keen to see where your team is playing on Boxing Day. This is the fixture in the Championship. Blackburn host Birmingham. Burnley go to Bolton. Huge local derby, of course, that Kevin Nolan knows all about. Cardiff take on Millwall. Charlton, 19th last season, up against Southampton. Where will they be this time around? Will they contend once again for promotion, despite that 4-point deduction? Lincoln, where will they be? Will they be away from safety or not? Against West Brom. Portsmouth host Watford. Derby goes to Preston. Queen's Park Rangers host Bristol City. Sheffield United against Middlesbrough. Again, wondering whether Middlesbrough will still be in contention at that point as they were last season in the automatic fixture. Wrexham travel to Stoke. Not too far for the fans to go. While West Ham up against Norwich City and Wolves up against Swansea. Will Wolves be contending promotion at that point? This is League One for the festive fixtures, the Boxing Day games. Bradford City up against Stockport. Will Stockport contend against promotion? Sheffield Wednesday, one of them in the new era. Where will they be when they go to Burton? Doncaster against Wigan. Huddersfield host Blackpool. It's AFC Wimbledon travelling to Leicester, who many people would see as top of the league. We can find out if that will be the case. Luton Town up against Bromley. Not too far to travel again for Andy Woodman's side. Mansfield against Barnsley. MK Dons against Leighton Orient. Cambridge United up against Notts County, two promotion sides, while Oxford United, after that relegation from the Championship, you wonder where they'll be come Boxing Day as they host Plymouth. Wycombe Wanderers, just finishing outside the playoff picture last season, go to Peterborough, and it's Stevenage up against Reading again. Not too far for the fans to travel. League Two, this is the situation. Barnet hosts Colchester, Bristol Rovers, Walsall, Cheltenham against Port Vale, Northampton go to Chesterfield, while Gillingham travels with Crawley, there's Exeter, Newport, Crewe, Fleetwood, Oldham against York. Again, York off that promotion. Where will they be this time of the season? Rochdale, the other promoted side, go to Rotherham. Again, Rotherham, you think will have ambitions of promotion. Salford against Grimsby. Salford hoping to be back up there once more. While Swindon under Ian Holloway from main coach, they'll be travelling to Shrewsbury. And it's Accrington Stanley travelling to Tranmere again for the local game for those clubs. Yeah, traditional day in the calendar, isn't it, Lou? How important are those games in terms of defining the season?
Well, I think there's an opportunity. They come so far, 4 games in about
over Christmas this season. It is relentless, but it gives us an opportunity to break out of poor form or to continue to pull away and make up gaps from the season. We talked about Southampton, they're -4, but when there is so many games so often over that period, it's tough and you need the squad to handle it. But I think it's one you always look forward to. Where am I? How far is the travel? What does the preparation look like? Am I at home on Christmas Day with the family, or do we then leave midway through Christmas Day to go and stay in a hotel for the Boxing Day? So the preparations are there you generally look forward to and getting that right.
Yeah, you look forward to it, or do you, Kev? What's it like for people with families having that sort of time of year?
Yeah, I mean, look, for me now, it's just become the norm, isn't it? You know, especially when you've got as many appearances as what Luke's got. He was used to it now.
No Christmas, no Christmas off.
No Christmas.
16, you're not allowed to go back now.
No. So yeah, I mean, look, it is. It's one of those where it just becomes a sort of normal weekend. And what the players, and I used to say to my players, what you've got to do is sort of while everybody else is sort of enjoying the festivities and everything around them, you've got to sort of switch off and sort of put that fake smile on and sort of think, right, okay, the next game, and sort of and that's all I used to do. I used to enjoy Christmas dinner on Christmas Day, and then now with me, I just want to shut myself off in the room and wait for the Boxing Day game. So yeah, it is a tough one, but it's one where you can gain points, and everybody looks at it. And if you can get out of them 4 games in like 8 to 9 days what you play, if you can get 10 points out of that, obviously it goes rapidly down the table. But again, it can always have the negative effect as well. And as it comes down to a lot of it, sometimes it's your squad and how you rotate your squad and everything else. So yeah, it's always a good time and it's a fun time for footballers because that's what you want to do. Football. But yeah, you just got to sort of block the money outside.
Yeah, just be clear with your family and friends where you're going to be. As you come around that bend appointment for New Year and see where you are in the season, and wonder where Lincoln City will be, because in the Championship they're preparing for the second tier of English football for the first time in their history. We can head to the LMER Stadium and speak to Mantej Shaman. Good afternoon to you, Mantej. Always an exciting day for fans of EFL clubs. It must be extra special for Lincoln City, isn't it, to find out who they're playing in their first ever Championship match?
Yeah, afternoon, as you say, extra special here at Lincoln City, who are preparing for life back in the Championship for the first time since 1961. As you say, they've just learnt their fixtures and it will all begin away at Middlesbrough on the opening weekend of the season. Middlesbrough, of course, beating finalists in last year's playoff final. I'm actually joined by Lincoln City CEO Liam Scully at the moment. Liam, hello, nice to see you. How are you getting on?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Obviously, great excitement to see the fixtures and share that with our fans today.
Does it feel real then now that you've finally learned who it is that you're going to be playing and when you're going to be playing on next season?
Yeah, no, it's definitely nice to. It certainly felt real for a while, but then once you see the opponents that you're going to come up against, and no tougher test than the likes of Middlesbrough, a real football club that we respect massively. Big stadium, exactly what the Championship's all about. So it's definitely we're entering the league with a bang, but very excited to go to Brookside and pit our wits against them.
Which are the key games then that you'll have circled out in your programme, and which are the ones that you're looking forward to most next season?
Yeah, I suppose there's no doubt with what we're going to achieve next year, what we're going to try and achieve. The first thing we've got to do is get a race to 52, 53 points in order to stay in the division. So we really hope that the end of the season, we see we play Charlton away on the final game. It'd be really nice to go into that making sure that there's nothing to play for and it's a nice relaxed end to the season. But equally, then you look at the start of the season, the likes of Blackburn Rovers' second home game of the season, the Premier League champions. So the division is littered with just phenomenal football clubs. We believe we've earned our right to play in the division. We've got no intention to be there as tourists. But equally, there's going to be very tough games, every single place you look on the calendar. So, yeah, I won't be cliche and say all of them. But, yeah, definitely framing the challenge that we've got ahead as we see Lincoln City versus the likes of everyone that we've seen this morning.
Well, let's talk about Lincoln City versus Bristol City then, a reunion with Michael Skabala. How will it feel to face him in the opposite dugout next season, given what he's achieved last season, guiding you guys back to the Championship?
Yeah, nothing but warm feelings, warm memories towards Michael. He's a great person, great human being, and we had a phenomenal time with him at the helm of this football club. But we know this industry, we know it's transient. People move on.
We need some more
So
body wash.
I'm sure there'll be some warm handshakes and great moments to share before and after the game. But let's be really clear, for the 95, 96 minutes, he'll be expecting to go and turn us over, and likewise our job is to go and do the same to him. But yeah, great memories, fond memories, and Michael will always be welcome back in a really warm Football Club. Maybe apart from the twice a year that we're going to be on the opposition as each other. But yeah, huge respect to him, what he's achieved. But we're very much going to be looking forward to that game and seeing if we can take it to them.
Neil Skilly, thank you very much for your time and good luck for the rest of the season. There you are then, lots of excitement at Lincoln City. They prepare for life back in the Championship, as we say, for the first time in 65 years. All begins away at Middlesbrough on the opening weekend of the season.
Yeah, great having the Championship, see how they get on with interest. Mante's man, thank you very much. Live at Lincoln.
Honestly.
Stay with us for the special
What do you
EFL
need this for?
Fixtures release show, looking at League Two next. We'll touch on what York City and Rochdale might be able to do, looking at these
How'd you get
coaches who
biscuits
will
yesterday?
contend as
No,
well.
it's up.
Give you a taste of some of the big derbies that are on offer next season in the EFL, including Kev Dog Cup Bolton going to Burnley after their relegation. Back in a few moments.
Off to see Liverpool? With Expedia, the more you buy, the more you can save. So while you're yelling, "Come on, you Reds," you're saving money too. That's cool. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Shoppers, start your engines, because the race for great value is on. There's the green light, and they're off. Asda racing into pole position with amazing savings. That's because Asda has thousands of products cheaper than Tesco, Sainsbury's, and Morrison's, even with their loyalty card prices. And would you look at that? You can save over £15 on this basket. What a shop! Look at Asda go, leading the way. That's championing great value. That's Asda price.
20 points into one single ingredient. High fiber, whole grain wheat. Simple. Really immense. This stuff. Not simple. We'll stick to the simple stuff. Shredded wheat. It simply does it.
I started the brand because I started being told no. No to my dreams.
So I didn't have any design experience. I didn't have any business experience. So I really had to take the leap.
Running a business is really challenging, but I love it.
This is so wild that I actually, from a dream, started a business where people really use these super ceramics.
We finished that. He signed off and was powered by Shopify.
What's happened to him? I'm not sure. He's been acting really out of character lately, turning off the lights, going through recycling, even burying the car keys. I think he found out about moving room. Oh, that happened to my Clio a few months ago.
And then we just switch our topic to Crop Club. It's a insect property, which means less greenhouse gases. It's also hypoallergenic, very good to rub that dog with pets.
Amazon Prime Day is here.
That's just the way you make me feel.
Get that big deal feeling with savings on electronics, home, kitchen, and more. Exclusively for Prime members. Shop now.
I'm just trying to move forward.
So I'm
To the top. There has been just bag and we made it with baskets. This is how I do it. Your best friends in the world are here.
Can Lewis turn his Ferrari win into a title challenge? The Australia Grand Prix, live on Sky Sports.
Notts County have done it! It's party time for the world's oldest professional football club. Another chapter is written. It has been quite the journey in recent times, but the Magpies are on the way up again. They are back in League One again.
Interesting, Notts County took just 2 seasons, Luke, to go from National League with York and Rochdale now looking to emulate that route after those epic seasons in the National League, both well clear of 100 points. Ultimately, Rochdale getting up as well. Could they go back to back? How realistic is that?
I think we've seen it happen now multiple times, haven't we? Stockport's another one that went and did it, and
what an opportunity for them. York have been trying to build something, especially over the last 5 or 6 years now, investing in the club, trying to get them back to this stage, and they did it in style last year. Both teams, again, Rochdale getting over 100 points is absolutely incredible across that season. That's a really competitive league, but I feel the gap is slowly getting closer between the two leagues, and they'll have a real opportunity to impress in a lot of people this season.
It doesn't feel like a huge jump, that from National League to League.
And it would have been a disaster if Rochdale didn't get through in the playoffs. It would have been a disaster for not only League Two, but for them as well in the National League, because they went toe to toe. It was an unbelievable last day, and then to get both of them in the EFL now, I think both of them will be, a good force within that league. And yeah, who's to say they can't go back to back, because they've got, York have been building now for the last couple of years. Rochdale the same. And they look like they've got a good squad which can manage themselves in the EFL as well. So be interesting to see them on. I'll be looking forward to seeing them throughout the season.
Fascinating. Let's talk about some big derby games as well in the EFL. We'll look forward to Burnley, Blackburn. This could be intriguing. I suppose for Burnley, as they try and get back in the Premier League, these are going to be significant, aren't they, Luke? The derby matches, a lot around the northwest.
Yeah, it's one they always look to, isn't it? Every team now, every set of fans looks towards that excitement of those derbies. And yes, you look towards watching first game, but there immediately after that, when are the derbies? When are we playing Blackburn? Burnley will be no different. It's such an exciting thing for us to have in the EFL and the Championship, especially this season. These derbies. It's going to be. It will go a long way.
Thoughts on form, Burnley as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just exactly what you're saying. That's where you sort of look at. When have we got, Bolton, Burnley, Blackburn, Preston, all them now, to see all them Northwest clubs back. Because I remember them when I was playing, back in the day, long time ago now. And it feels like
yesterday.
This is going to be
Boxing Day. What a day!
Wolves, West Brom as well coming up. It'll be interesting to see how they got with James Morrison. We've got Cardiff, Swansea, and MK Dons at Wimbledon. Luke and Kevin, it's been an absolute pleasure to have your company today on the EFL Fixtures release. I know you're going to be back. You've got draws coming up, but thank you for now.
Thank you.
Well, the announcements today keep on coming, as I mentioned there, with the EFL Trophy Group Stage draw. That's live on Sky Sports News from 2:30. Gents got Arrow Social, a bit of lunch. They'll be back. And then at 4:30, we've got the round one draw for the EFL Cup. Those matches taking place the weekend of August 7th to the 9th. That's before the start of the EFL season. Feels a long way away, doesn't it? Because we're in the World Cup. The question is, will Scotland stay in the World Cup? Up next, we've got highlights from the agonising defeat to Brazil. Stay with us here on Sky Sports News.
The players are looking fresh out on the pitch on this glorious summer's afternoon. Number 10 is looking especially sharp with that new haircut. He looks like he's had some of that slick gorilla treatment. A great cross in the box. This is the chance. He shoots. He scores!
Where's Dad gone?
Slick gorilla. Iconic moments, cool style.
Get set to kick off at Curry's. Save £40 on these 9-kilo Mop-Quick washing machines. Now $279. Trade up to the 11-kilo for £40 more. Save up to £500 on higher fridge freezers. Like this glass multi-door. Now only $1499.
Why? How's that fair?
What?
There's no point in being on my phone, is there?
Why?
I can just go to the police station.
Huge developments from Burnley as Craig
What did Dad say?
I'm waiting for her.
Oh, wait a while, it's only just gone out.
Rob Edwards and Steve Cooper.